All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Welcome to another live stream. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. All right, so in today's live stream, we'll give an update on where we expect the market will be this week, and we'll play some chess. So yeah, let's get right into the summary. Okay, so if we look at crypto, and hopefully this is, hold on, let me check my mic really quick and let this thing load because it looks like it's lagging a little bit. Um, all right, give me a sec. My mic really quick and let this thing load because it looks like it's lagging a little bit. All right, I think it's good now. Sounds like the mic is good. All right, so yeah, so let's give an update of the market. So let's start off with crypto. So crypto looks pretty strong coming into this weekend. BTC, we're going into this weekend. So this BTC looks like it's at 118.3. Now, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, it is cracking that 60% mark. It's at like 59.5. So it looks like the trend is downwards, and once it gets to like 55 and below, we're really going to see altcoin season. We're already seeing certain altcoins move up, like Ethereum. So yeah, and Ethereum right now, it took a little dip, but it's at 4,544. So really not much of a dip, but it did take a little dip because I think the highest it got was like 49 or 4,800. And I believe the previous all-time high is around that area. So we're looking to really break through that 5K mark, and I think that will really confirm that we're really into altcoin season. I think it already started, but I think we just need that confirmation from Ethereum, and then I think other altcoins will move, right? Okay, so let's take a look at everything else. So all right, so it says here's what's shaping up for the markets this week, covering crypto stocks and broader financial trends. So, crypto market volatility, altcoins, and predictions. So, it says strong momentum continues across crypto with altcoins and Bitcoin's ETFs fueling a surge in 2025. Yeah, so we've been getting a lot of inflows into these spot ETFs, which in turn is causing the prices for these assets to go up. And in the beginning of the year, we were getting more inflows into the Bitcoin spot ETF, but now that has switched, right? Ethereum spot ETF is seeing a lot more inflows. And I think it's just, Bitcoin is getting to a price 125 where, yeah, there's a lot of upside. People are predicting that it'll go to $1 million in the next 5 to 10 years. But I think in the short term, we already seen most of the gains, right? Because even if it hits 150 to 200,000 from here, that is only what like 20 to 35% gain. So, people that are potentially leaving Bitcoin and going into alts, they were getting in at 20,000, 30,000, right? So they're already up 3 to 4x. So they're like, okay, we know historically altcoin season happens towards the end of the year after the halvening. So let's switch over and let's start looking at these alts. And the first alt that they typically end up looking at is Ethereum. So this is why we're seeing that movement in Ethereum, and we're going to see it trickle into other alts. A lot of speculation. People are saying that AI altcoins will see the most benefit this cycle. If you remember last cycle, it was gaming coins, so things like Axie Infinity, Avalanche, those tokens did really well. And then also NFTs. So that was kind of the theme last time, but this time around we're seeing that AI is kind of the main theme this cycle. So I think a lot of those coins are going to benefit. So if you're in those coins, I think in the next couple months we're going to see a lot of upside, right? Especially if you're in the right ones, like coins that are actually providing utility and actually solving a problem. Okay, so what else can we expect from this week? Because again, last week we got the CPI data, which came in favorable, and then we got the PPI data, which did not come in favorable. So it's not putting into question the rate cut for September because it's still around like 80 to 90% if you look at the Fed Watch tool. But it's putting into question how much they think they're planning on cutting, right? I think initially it was 50 basis points, but now with this PPI data, they may cut it down to 25 basis points. But I think the rate cut is still on the table for September. Okay. So it says strong momentum continues across crypto in these ETFs, fueling surge in 2025. It says Ethereum shows bullish potential. Tom Lee envisions Ethereum reaching 15,000 by December. Tom Lee has, he's bullish on crypto, but I think most of his predictions for the cycle are off. And you tend to see this once we start getting into this bull market, especially the euphoria parabolic stage. Everybody has these crazy predictions. Like last cycle, people thought Ethereum would go to 10,000 and it only reached 4,900, right? Or 48, 4,900. So you're always going to see these crazy predictions. And I do think Ethereum will reach 15,000 at some point, but I don't think it's going to be this cycle. And yeah, we do have institutional people coming into the space, institutional money. We still have retail, coming into the space, but I don't think 15,000 is reasonable. For me, I think more like a $7,000 to $8,000 Ethereum is probably more likely this cycle, and maybe like a couple more cycles before it gets to 15,000. But it's typical to see these kind of predictions, and that's what kind of gets people trapped, right? Especially if you don't do your own research. If you're a person that just goes on YouTube or listens to the news and you take what they give at face value and don't do any research, you're going to end up holding the bag. If you're a person that has Ethereum and you're like, oh, well, if he's saying 15,000, well, I'll start selling at 11, right? But we don't even reach those heights. We don't even reach 11. You're going to be holding the bag for another cycle. So, if you're a person that got in early, like 1,400, 2,000 Ethereum per Ethereum, I think being realistic and looking at the market cap, taking profit around 4,900, 5,000, 5,500, and, take profit along the way, opposed to thinking, things are going to go up to 15,000, right? That's how people end up holding the bag. So it says other forecasts point to 7,000 by the end of the year. See, that's more realistic. I'm not sure who gave that prediction, but I think that's kind of my prediction: $7,000 to $8,000 per a coin for Ethereum. Because if you look at the market cap is already at 600 billion. So a double from here, putting it at over $1 trillion valuation, would put it at $8,000. So I think that's more realistic. It says some models even project up to 12,000 based on AI-driven bull cycle models. Okay, so this looks like some AI models are giving predictions of 12,000. It says Solana gained 4.5% this week with optimism around SEC clarity and the odds of ETFs continuing to rise. Yeah, so there's a list of crypto assets that are set to get their own spot ETFs. Again, we already have one for Bitcoin, which is not an altcoin, but it's a crypto. And Ethereum already has their spot ETF, but now it's looking like in the next coming months, it looks likely that we'll get a spot ETF for Solana and some other ones. I think Solana, Chainlink, and I think there was another one. Maybe XRP it was. But honestly, I think XRP it's close to getting its approved. But yeah, those. So, that's why you're seeing these altcoins like Solana go up in price. But honestly, all the altcoins are going up in price. The kind of thing we're waiting on now is to see what sector is just going to start that altcoin rally. There's always like one sector that kicks it off, and then everything else starts to move. It's not like all the coins just run up. I mean, within a week or two, they run up at the same time. but it's usually one sector that starts it off, and then you start to see the gains trickle into other sectors. So it may, for this cycle, for example, it may be AI first, then maybe real world assets, then gaming, and then or AI, real world assets, DeFi, and then gaming, and then maybe like layer twos. But it's always one sector that starts off the altcoin season first, like the altcoin parabolic run. Okay, so that's what we have for crypto. For stock market and financial, Fed watch, retail earnings, the sector plays. So investors' attention is fixed on Fed Chair Powell's speech at Jackson Hole. Markets are eager for any clues about a rate cut timing. Again, if you look at the Fed watch tool, we're kind of set for that September time frame, which is right around the corner. Retail heavyweights like Walmart, Home Depot, Target, Lowe's, Ross stores will report earnings this week. So it looks like those major retailers will be reporting earnings, which is really telling, right? These companies or these stores are stores that people use on a daily basis. So if they report good earnings, it just means that, you know, people still have faith in the economy, and they're going out and spending their money opposed to hoarding their money and preparing for something like a recession, right? So these heavyweights like Walmart, Home Depot, Target, when their earnings reports come out and they're positive, it just shows, okay, people, still have faith in the economy. They're going out, they're spending money, and they're not scared. So, it's always important to see how the earnings report for these companies do, because people use these stores on a daily basis, right? It says tech and AI stocks remain in focus amid a broader AI surge, despite economic slowdown risks. So, okay, technical setups: Tesla, Micron, AppLovin are near bullish entry points, while ETFs like RKG and XH, I think these are like ETFs. Oh no, yeah, they're ETFs for what's her name? Kathy Wood. I think those are Kathy Wood's ETFs. Are gaining on sector rotation. Mixed economic data is clouding immediate rate cut expectations. Yeah, like we said, we talked about good CPI data, but then conflicting PPI data. So, but I think it's gonna determine how much they cut rate cuts. I don't think it's gonna affect whether they do it, because we haven't had a rate cut since December of the last year, and the market's calling for a rate cut. A lot of people are calling for a rate cut. Okay, and that's pretty much it. So, look out for crypto this week. Look out for altcoins. Look at that BTC dominance. If it starts to crumble more, that means we're just getting closer and closer to that altcoin season. Pay attention. Looks like Jerome Powell has some type of meeting this week. So, if you're worried about whether we're going to get a rate cut, that may be something to pay attention to. And then also the retail earnings reports from Walmart, Home Depot, Target, Lowe's, Ross. Those are important as well to see what people think of the economy, right? If they're not spending money, it means they think maybe we're going into a recession soon or in the near future, right? Okay, that's pretty much it. That's the update. Let's play some chess. Oh, you know what? I gotta put my my mouse, unplug my keyboard and plug in my mouse. Yeah. All right. This is way better. Can't use the mouse on my laptop. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna push it. I'm not gonna be scared of breaking this structure at all. Hmm. Got him stuck. Um. Hmm. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Darn it. I'm a fool. I can't believe I blundered that. Darn it. I can't believe I blundered that nonsense. That was nonsense. And is he going to do his rematch or what? Let me do the game review really quick. I want to see. Both made blunders. Okay, I should have probably sacrificed. So if I go back and I take that. Okay, yeah, I should have did that. I was way up on time, and then I could have blocked it. I don't know why I didn't do that. I was thinking that too, because then if he would have came down, I would have did this, and then here, and then he would have run out of time. So I should have just did that. Let's see if he wants to run it back. I don't think he does. So I'm gonna just do a new game here. Oof. That was not good. I don't know why I did that. Although I really do like my position. It's not that bad. Especially if I can castle here, I should be in good shape. Really good shape here. I gotta get this out. Oh, darn it. Alright, gonna have to sacrifice this. And I can't sacrifice anything else. Oh. Yeah, I think he was setting that up the whole time, which is kind of weird. It's like wasted so much time setting that up. I'll bring that. Oh, darn it. Alright. Alright, 2 not so good games. Let's see if he runs it back. Nope. Thank you. That's fine. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. That's fine. I don't know what that was for. But it looks like I'm maybe getting a free piece here. I think I get a free piece. No. You know what? I'm just gonna stay and I think, yeah. I don't know. This looks kind of drawish, but think I'll make it in time. Should be okay. Nobody. This may be a draw. Oh no, he got it. I was off by 1. That sucks. Dude, nobody wants to rematch here. They get their wins and they leave. Let's see. Nope. Especially when you get to the 1200s. I gotta start winning these games. All right. No. I think you're gonna sacrifice it here and nobody. Thank you for the free piece, buddy. Yeah, we'll trade off all this stuff. I'll be glad to trade off, buddy. Honored to trade off. All right, let's put this out. All right, let's do this. Darn it. Okay. Let's do that. All right, so I got one piece. Darn it. Am I going to lose this too? Darn it, this dude is Darn it. And I don't have that much time. I wasted so much time. Yeah, I wasted hella time here. Darn it. Oh my goodness, I'm playing so bad. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Oh wow. I am playing terrible right now. Missing everything here. This is a terrible show, but we'll play it to the end. Let's go. Darn it. That's checkmate. That is checkmate. Alright, I played terrible that game. Played terrible these last 3 games. That's the thing about Blitz. Nobody wants to rematch. Alright. I think I got a piece. Go. And I get a free piece. Alright. I won that one. I got to get my mojo back here. That was a really good game. All right, you bring the queen out. Can I punish it? Oh, he didn't take it. I thought he was going to take with the king. I mean the queen. Looks like he's well aware of what's going on. Yeah, he's trying to go for that checkmate. Let's bring this out. All right, let's attack this lonely bishop. All right. This may be a checkmate here soon. And a disgusting one at that. I think that's a checkmate, man. I think that's a checkmate. All right, I think I woke up. That was fast. Here we go. I'm gonna take. Let's see. Let's just bring this out. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let him take it. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Oh, darn it. That was my fault right there. Did not see that. Alright. Yeah, it's pretty much over. I'll resign because this is no way. Alright. I wonder. Let's see. Let's see if he knows this. Yep. Ah, why didn't I see that? All right. Okay, he's gonna try to trade. which is cool. And he's going to try to castle as quick as possible here. Darn it. It's not going to be good. Sheesh. Darn it. Darn it. No. All right, that one's not too good. All right, let's run it back. First person that's trying to run it back here. Probably not the best move, but All right, I think that's safe, so we can go on the attack here. And I'm blocking that. So, should be good. Yeah, because he can't castle. Pretty safe here, I think. I just need to keep on attacking. I don't think there's nothing he could do about that. Now that I'm looking at it. There's literally nothing he can do. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I think I see what you're trying to do, buddy. I see what you're trying to do. It's not going to happen because I'm going to grab this rook over here. There we go. Let's do that. I want to attack. Give me that pawn, buddy. Yeah. No, he's getting frustrated right now. Let's go. Let's go. And my bishops are just attacking him right now. I'm going in for a huge... that's fine. Oh, that was terrible. I blundered. I did not mean to do that. That's fine, though. I can't believe I freaking blundered that, dog. All right, let's try this. Hmm. Ugh. Can't believe I blundered that. And I blundered this. Ooh. Saved it, actually. Surprisingly. Let's go. Can't believe I came back from that. What? Ooh, and I could have grabbed that too. That was my fault. All right, let's finish him off here. That's right. Still, you are doing long video format live. Bro, do lives. It will get you more views. I told you last time, I'm not trying to get views. That's the thing about people. People don't understand. Like, it's not about the views, man. It's not about the views. Like, why do you want views? It's about the quality. Still, you are doing long video. Yeah, you told me that before. I may do it in the future. Who knows? But again, man, I have some plans next year. I'm probably going to stop doing live next year. I'm probably just going to be dropping a video every Saturday. People are going to tune in. You just got to make videos. Like people that you probably don't make videos, so you don't know. Like people want to see quality videos that help them out. It doesn't matter if you go live. All right, so let's say I go live on a short, but I have no information to tell people. You got to look at my shorts. My shorts were getting views. 3,000, 4,000, 5, but you only get like 10, 12 subscribers, right? So you need to create content that's going to bring people back, right? That's the same thing with investing. You see kind of the same mentality for everything, right? With investing, people want that meme coin that's going to give them the quick buck, right? And then they end up losing everything. So it's really not about the views. It's about the quality of content. Once you build it up, then people will come, right? But, just going live, just to go live. There's a lot of people that just go live, but they're not doing anything, right? It's just a thing. But, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. But not right now, right? You need it before you go live, like start trying all this live stuff. You need to get the long form content down. And I want to get to a schedule where I'm putting something every Sunday, and for me, it's going to be more like a model portfolio where I'm like, okay, here's a model portfolio. Here's how I did. This is what I'm invested in. I want to do that type of stuff. So that way you guys can relate more or I can use it more. If you look at my old videos, it was more like generic. But I want to put out stuff that's going to help. But going live, again, the thing is you get more views, but once people come to the platform, they want to see content. So if you don't have content, what good is the live, right? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it is. It's a good idea. Again, I'm not opposed to your idea. It's just okay. You get views, right? But then once you catch people's eyes, what are you going to do with those eyes, right? You need to have something to sell to them. So that's another thing too. You're right. I'm thinking about, once I get that long form content down, then maybe create some type of course, right? Like I'm decently good in crypto, investing in crypto. So maybe once I get those eyes, then I have a course to sell or something to offer. Right now, I don't have anything in place to offer. Yeah. No, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And it's not that I don't want to do what you suggested. It's just right now, I need to focus on getting this long form down, which I was before. But again, it was more generic stuff. This coming year, I want to make it more investing wise. So I'm thinking, maybe like a budgeting app video. Like, okay, this is what I do for budgeting, which I don't. I need to get a little bit better at, tracking every expense. I'm not one of those people that tracks every. I know what's coming in and what's going out, but those people that have like the budget trackers and stuff like that. Maybe that's a video. Maybe a mock portfolio of a crypto portfolio, mock portfolio of maybe if I have a dividend portfolio or dividends, stocks or ETFs, maybe something like that. But something where it could be tutorial. If you look at my best performing video was the day in the life, because it was a day in the life of an internal auditor. So basically people could relate to that because that's what I did, right? That was my job. So people can, if you look at the thing, 500 likes, like 400 comments, right? But I didn't really like auditing, and I'm not in audit now, so it wasn't something like, oh, I'm going to make a day in a life of an auditor part 2. I couldn't see, so that's a perfect example. Although you're offering your chess game, which people like to watch, yeah, people like to watch that. But I don't know if that's going to be something people will want to watch on a short form, right? Like a thing. And also the dimensions of the short is something different too. But what was I saying? I was trying to say something earlier, and then I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. So if I wanted to get views, this is a perfect example. If I wanted to get views, look at my first video, and the video that, let me look at that video really quick. Right. So day in the life. So 36,000 views, 572 likes, and then 96 comments, right? So that was 2 years ago. So if I really wanted to do the views, I could have just did day in a life of an auditor 2, day in a life, and that probably would have got 30. Right, like literally right after I did that, I was thinking that too, but I'm like, oh, I don't want to do the same thing, and I honestly really didn't even like making that video. That video was probably the worst video for me to make. I had to shoot in different areas, the gym, food, just the process of making that video was like, right? But it was my best performing video. So if I really wanted views, I could have just did that. But the thing is, you really got to look at the long-term trajectory of the channel and say where you want to go. Because even though I'm not getting much views, I can talk about, chess. I could talk about the market. I could talk about multiple things. But if I just, stick to one thing, which that's what I'm probably going to be doing with the long form, is probably going to be like one sector. So that way I can niche down, but leaving it open so where I can talk about other stuff as well. Because I see that with a lot of channels, they focus on one thing, which is good to grow it. But then later they're like, people don't want to come for anything else. So if you do it the opposite way, it'll take a long time to grow the channel, but I think you'll have more stuff to talk about, and people are not just going to be like, oh, he's the crypto guy. Oh, he's the chess guy. And this is not about chess, but I'm just saying. Or he's the stock guy, right? So, but yeah, now that I've broadened it up, wait, let me suggest you, yeah, you will get what I'm saying. Yeah, show me suggest one to me, and I'll look it up right now, so I can see what you're talking about. Dang, I've been live for an hour. Pretty good. I think this is the longest live I've been on. Yeah, suggest a channel, and I'm gonna look at it right now, live. Again, I'm not opposed to it. I definitely can consider it, but I gotta right now. I gotta figure out because the next type of content, long form, I'm gonna do. I want to be able to just do videos on it forever. So like I said, a mock portfolio, like those things you could always give an update on. Okay, this changed. This went up this amount. This did this. I'm trying to niche down, but not niche down too much. Did you get the YouTube channel? All right, I'll give you 2 minutes, and if not, I have to drop off because I've been on for an hour. Yeah, and the thing too is like a lot of these people that have a huge following, they started back in 2018, like right around that COVID area. Like right now, it's really hard to get a channel going, unless you're doing some crazy stuff or is it not visible to you? No, I had already sent it. No, I don't see it. Can you the way you send, is it not visible to you? Can you just type in the name of the channel? Gonda King Chess. Okay. Again, too, just from the name of the title, I could tell it's a chess. Um, I could tell it's a chess channel, right? But let's look it up. Let's look it up. Gonda. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it on my phone. I have my phone right here. Gonda King Chess. All right, so you did an hour. So this is it right here.
So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel गोंडा किंग चेस। स्वागत है आप सभी का दोबारा से। भाई मैं तो कुछ सेटिंग चेंज कर रहा था यार। I'm so sorry for disturbance, but ठीक है, हो जाता है भाई कभी-कभी, ठीक है।
Okay, so if I go to his live, let's see. Okay, so he has 739 subscribers and 126 videos, right? So if we look at his live, yeah. So his last live did 4,000. The live before that only did 63. The live before that. So again, right? So yeah, he's doing this live, and maybe some of them do get a video, but it's almost equivalent to my shorts that I was putting out. So the results that he is getting is similar to the results of my short. I'm going to show you an example. All right, so this is my page. If I go to my page and I go to my shorts, I don't know if you can see this, but that first one right there, 800, 1,000, 4,000, 11. So you kind of get you get the same view. What it looks like he's doing live shorts, and those shorts, shorts in general get more views than videos. That's why I stopped doing shorts, because yeah, I mean it was like it was whatchamacallit, it was giving me views, but again, you have to put out a short every day. And the thing about man, for now I'm going. I will come tomorrow and we'll discuss this with you. Okay, yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, to finish my thought, like shorts and in general just do well. And I was posting shorts, but the thing about shorts, you got to post every day. And I'm pretty sure for the live, like it looked like he did a live 5 hours ago, and then he did a live now. So you gotta constantly do. So that's the thing about short lives and shorts. You gotta constantly post, which I didn't think the results for that was worth it to be posting every single day. I posted me doing a live every 3 times a week, and then I was posting a long form, because if you get a long form video that hits, like for instance, the day in a life, that gets 36,000 views. That gave me 300 subscribers. So I'd rather invest the time to make a quality long form video, and that will always be in the algorithm as opposed to a short. A short, if it doesn't catch on the first week or two, it's pretty much dead at that point. So that's my point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.